Okay. Let's go back downstairs and open that locked door. Use the hairpin to pick the lock. The hairpin snapped in half, so I threw it away. The general store was small, but it was clean. It had the usual things: postcards, snacks, magazines, and canned goods. I never went there much. Rachel usually stopped by after work if we needed anything. The register was mostly empty, and a fat stack of travel magazines sat beside it. The icebox seemed to be unplugged. It must have been off for a while. Most of its contents were half melted. There were various postcards from the area, especially from the tourist traps. One of the postcards showed an old black and white photo of the water tower. It looked to be in much better shape then. Well, let's get out of here. It'd been weeks since I'd last seen Norman, and finding him that way still left me cold. Thinking of him slumped against that armchair only cemented my reassurance in getting rid of that gun. It looked like someone had taken that piece from his store, but why was it in those tunnels? As I stepped outside, I recalled that dusty old box of clothes in Norman's attic. I felt like I had only discovered more questions, no answers, but I was close to home. It was time to find out the truth. Okay, those are my footsteps. A few gates I can go through. And then the end of the street. Alright, well, let's go back. Start with the first. Gate was locked tight. This wasn't my house. Did I go back to the first one? No, I didn't. Where's the beginning? Where's the start of the street? Okay, it's right here. It was locked. This wasn't the right gate. Oh, this is my street? Okay. I guess this is my house? Or is it just another street? The neighborhood's local post box. A letter was sticking out, as if someone hadn't pushed it all the way in. I knew it wasn't right, but... Did I look at the letter? Yes. The envelope was addressed to Norman. There was no return address, but the handwriting looked familiar. I took a deep breath and tore open the package. The letter read, Norman, I'm sending this to you in a letter because I'm afraid to tell you this in person. What we did, well, it was wrong. My husband isn't an easy man to be with, but he is my husband and your friend. I need some time to sort this out, away from you both. I'm going away for a while. I'm going to tell him, Norman, so don't you think you can hold that against me? I'm going to tell him and get past this. Maybe we'll work it out. I'm not sure I even want to, but he deserves at least that much. Goodbye. Oh, so I guess my wife was cheating on me with Norman. Great! It's just the street. Oh, blood at the end of the street. Let's go into this one. I had entered our backyard. The rain gave me a terrible sense of foreboding, and it chilled me through my clothes. I was expectant, but also afraid. Yeah, don't blame me, dude. All that creepy shit's been going on. I held my breath as I approached our back door. I was terrified to step inside. But yeah, there's kind of blood everywhere. The house is painfully quiet. The only sound was my own breathing, ragged and strained. I flicked the light switch by the door. The power was off. The table was clean. It hadn't been used any time recently. Thunder. Doors. What's on the ground? There was a small pile of mail on the floor in front of the mail slot. How long had I been away? Why hadn't Rachel picked this up? Most of the contents were bills. There was a credit card bill there. Did I open it? Yes. I ripped the bill open and read it. To my surprise, it said something about canceling my credit card due to non-payment. What the hell? The front door was locked from inside. I couldn't go out, though I needed to see if Rachel was there. I couldn't go out, though. I needed to see if Rachel was here. Okay, let's go in this door first. The key to the basement was locked. Where did I put the damn key? Door over there, and a door over here. An old photo of Rachel and me stared back at me, reminding me of better times. Didn't make me feel terribly comfortable. Did I keep it anyway? Yeah, why not? I replaced the photo in my wallet, feeling like I had got part of my life back. Still, the image made me uneasy. Why hadn't I thrown it away? Our television. I had purchased it before I knew I was going to lose my job. I felt pretty guilty about it afterward, but by then it was too late. And this game's been really conservative about, like, doing things like going back into a room you've been in and, like, jump scaring you or something. Which really just makes you worry for the first time something's going to show up. The door was stuck shut. There was an old-fashioned keyhole underneath the handle. Oh, the mirror's broken. Our hallway mirror had been smashed. Its pieces scattered around the floor. Let's go this way first. The books there were half mine, half Rachel's. Hey, now that I looked more closely, it looked like that man in that house had some of the same books as I did. My wife's, Rachel's suitcase was sitting on the bed. It was closed, but I had a feeling what was in it. Did I open it? Inside Rachel's suitcase was a few days' worth of clothes, some personal effects, and a train ticket. As I stared at the ticket, I could feel myself flush with anger and resentment. The date and the time matched the receipt I had found. There's something bloody over there. My laptop had been left on and only had a tiny bit of power left. On the screen was a website about the old water tower. There was a key in the top drawer of my desk. Did I take it? Yes. Pocketed the key. I didn't say old, I sort of threw that in there myself because I'm going crazy. Let's go in here. Oh, it's the bathroom. Our sink, which needed to be replaced. One of the taps always stuck, but I hadn't gotten around to fixing it yet. We were lucky enough to get a house with one of the wonderful old claw-footed bathtubs. I always thought those were really neat myself. Alright, so where does this key take me? Was it this door? Yeah, it was that door's locked. It probably takes me to the basement. Yeah, that one's open. I unlocked the basement door. There were old Christmas decorations in the box. The garbage bags were stuffed with old paint cans and supplies. There was a dirty old key here. Did I take it? Yes. I took the small key and tried to remember what it unlocked. Door upstairs, dingus. There were old clothes, tools, and other things we hadn't thrown away yet. I had put up this divider wall last summer so we could create a separate room in the basement. I hadn't finished it yet, so the door was stuck and the drywall was poorly installed. I might have been able to break through if I found something heavy enough. I shouldn't have gotten rid of that claw hammer. But I guess you can only really hold things you could, reasonably carry with all the other stuff I've been toting around. Grabbing the key I had found in the basement unlocked the door. It looked like the room had been tossed around. Oh, I forgot to read the whole thing, sorry. There's an old crowbar on the floor. Did I need to take the crowbar? Yes. Lifted the heavy crowbar. I appreciated its weight. Yeah, there's bloody things all over. And just the flashlight mechanic is so well done. It's very well handled. It makes the environment feel really oppressive. This game is pretty good. I'm enjoying it. The crowbar I found would have been strong enough to bust through that cheap wall. Did I break through the wall with the crowbar? Yes. With a heave, I swung the crowbar at the wall. I smashed a hole large enough to step through. As I stepped through the broken wall, my breath caught in my throat. This was it. Was Rachel down there? Was she okay? Don't look. Oh, Jesus. Cages. Filthy-looking pile of rags had been dumped in the corner. The stench of them was awful and made my eyes water. I was terrified to even touch the pile, see what lay within, but I knew I had to. I had come this far. After all this searching, after all I had seen, when I looked within the rags, did I finally find my Rachel? Oh, I get to decide.